Willie D Live.
What's up, family? If it's your first time checking out the show, let me know what city, what state you're coming in from. If you're outside of the U.S., let me know what country you're representing. Throw up your flag. Family, I need you to smash up the likes, smash up the likes, smash up the likes. Also, if you have not done so already on YouTube, after you subscribe, there's a little bell next to your subscribe button. Go ahead and click that thing right now so you can get your notifications each time I drop a new video like this. That way you'll be in the loop. I'll let a few hundred of y'all come in, then I'm going in. But in the meantime, in the between time, I'm going to give some shouts out to the early birds, starting with Dun, Dun, Dun. Raquel Duffy. What's up? What it do? What it do? What it do? What's up, Julie Altman? What it do? Miss Options. Connie, what's up? Miss, Chasing Andrew Jackson. Larry Hampton, Stockton, California. Shalom, Tone. What up? Sleepy Goat Transport. Jonathan Yorker. What it do? J. Deal. Bria. Charlene Evans. Bella. Is that Bella Legendre? Is that Legendre? Nah, is that John Jen Legendary? Legendary. Going with Legendary. Okay, going in, fam. What's up, Craig? Going in. Going in. Absolutely horrible news, fam. Horrible news. It was just horrible, in the words of Charles Barkley. It was horrible. So Trump, he had his 79th birthday celebration in conjunction with the 250th anniversary of the United States Army. And, oh man, it was horrible, fam. It was hard to watch. In fact, it was so hard to watch, millions of people didn't watch it. There were more military personnel there than actually citizens. It was horrible, fam. And the big thing is, like, why didn't you guys show up? Why didn't you show up? Now y'all gonna have to be in the history books for this. You know, you didn't go out there and support your president. Donald Trump, your president. You didn't go out there and support him. You want to show up for everything but the important stuff. You show up for everybody else, but you won't show up for your president. And this is not cool, fam. You know, we got to do better. We got to do better. You got all of these empty seats and stuff out there. And I got a note from Trump. You know, there's a message he left. He dropped a message. I'm the only one got it. I got the message. I'm gonna read it to you in a minute. But he sent me the message in secret. I got the message. You know, so he responded to your lack of support, and he was hot. I mean, he was hot. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it in a few minutes. I'll read it to you in a few minutes, but I'm just letting y'all know that was not cool for y'all not to show up for Donald Trump, and especially when you think about how much he appreciates the crowds. For all he's done for you and your family to make you feel safe and included, you know, it don't make no sense, man. Don't make no sense. Before I go any further, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, including the ones who are trying to improve, trying to get it right, you know. Because oftentimes, you know, we just be like trying to be dismissive of the fathers who might be going through a rough patch and all of that stuff. And we, you know, just, we only saying happy Father's Day to the good fathers, the great fathers. Nah, man. Ain't no manuscript to fatherhood. Just like it ain't no manuscript for motherhood. There ain't no manuscript. And every single one of us, we draw up our own blueprint. You draw up your own blueprint. What works for one may not work for the other. But only thing that really works for all is love. Like unconditional love for your children. You know what I'm saying? People go through rough patches. You know, everybody ain't always got it. That's the problem. Like a lot of times with this society, especially, we equate have material things and money, a father giving material things and money so closely to being a good father that we don't take into account that sometimes, you know, daddy just ain't gonna have it. Sometimes daddy gonna go through a rough patch. Sometimes, you know, daddy gonna make the wrong decision. And we gotta, I think that in this country, like we gotta do a better job in giving fathers grace. I ain't talking about just the no good, low down, dirty, ain't trying breeders. I ain't talking about them. They can go to hell. I'm talking about the ones who trying. So I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna get off my soapbox on that. But happy Father's Day to all, right? Moving on. What y'all did to Donald Trump on yesterday by not showing up to that parade was absolutely horrible. No president should have to endure something like that. No president. I'm gonna read this letter to y'all. This letter, I almost shed a tear, but gangsters don't cry. I almost shed a tear. You know, I almost shed a tear. Yeah, it's bad, man. It's bad, bad, bad. But I'm gonna go ahead on and read this letter that he wrote. He sent this to me directly. He sent the letter to me. He told me that if I wanted to share it with you guys, I should, because he was too broken up to, you know, to go live to do a press conference or any of that stuff. The man is in the bathroom with the door locked. And I don't know what he in there doing, but I know that, you know, they were saying something about they took a box of KFC chicken, a bucket of KFC chicken in there with him. And he had some Cheetos, like a extra large bag of Cheetos from Sam's. And they had said something about he had some McDonald's, 5 McDonald's Happy Meals. That's not right. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up, that's not right. It's not right. So anyway, fam, let me read this. Oh, you know what? Before I read it, let me put this. Let me show y'all proof of what y'all did to the president. Let me show you proof. This is proof. Let me find these, get these pictures. These are pictures. This is the picture of the main stage. Now, if you notice, when the president spoke, when your president spoke, you know, this is what it looked like. These people are close as you can get. This is as close as you can get. Y'all see that green back there? All that space back there? Yeah, fam. Now, there was some news outlets reporting that 200,000 people showed up. That's a lie, fam. That's a lie. There was at no point any concentrated amount of people that could justify 200,000 people. That wasn't even any point where you could justify that was 20,000 people there. It was sad, man. It was sad. And I would have wanted it for 200,000. It should have been 2 million people there at least. It's the president, your president. But this is how it was. This is how it looked. Now, keep in mind, fam, these are the stands. This is primary seating. This is right before they get to the main stage. These are stands where people are supposed to be sitting to be comfortable. And this is all you got. And it was like this. People just checkered, peppered throughout the entire parade. It was like this. It's horrible. It's horrible, and it's unfair to the president. Horrible, man. Just horrible. It was more people at Freaknik. So I'm going to read this letter that he wrote to me. He sent this to me, told me to share it with y'all. This is hard. It's the president, man. This is cold-blooded that y'all would do. The president of the United States like this. It's cold. This is the letter that he sent me, told me to read to y'all. This is cold-blooded. This is the letter that the president of the United States sent to me, told me to read to y'all. Let me find it, because I got to unseal the envelope. It came in a special envelope delivered by the CIA, special agents. Okay. To the millions and millions of Americans who didn't attend my parade. Wow, sad. I threw the most tremendous parade in American history, maybe world history, and you missed it. Big mistake. Huge. People are saying it was better than Disney, better than Macy's, even better than that time I walked the elevator and changed history. We had everything: flags, fireworks, elephants, probably, and a marching band that only plays winning songs. The weather was perfect because it respects me. Some say it was 78 degrees. Others say 1,776 degrees. Patriotic. To those who didn't show up, especially you Willie D Live viewers, don't worry, we noticed. The Secret Service had a list. You're on it. Kidding, but not really. Luckily, the crowd was still massive. Some experts are calling it the biggest parade nobody saw. I call it invisible greatness. The media, total blackout. Classic fake news move. If CNN had covered it, their ratings might have gone up for once. Next time, show up. Do better. Wear your best red hat. Bring a folding chair, or don't, and continue living in your sad, paradeless world. Sincerely, Donald J. Trump, submitted on June 15th, 8 a.m. to Willie D. God bless America, but not his subscribers. This is cold-blooded, man, because I didn't read the end. He said, not my subscribers. What the hell? Oh, see, I wouldn't even read the thing if I would have known it was going to say that at the end. That's cold-blooded right there, man. Damn. God bless America, but not my subscribers. See, I don't like that right there, man. I don't appreciate that. Yeah, that's cold blooded, man. That's cold blooded. God bless America, but not really these live subscribers. But you know what though, fam? You know, I'm gonna take the high road. I'm gonna take the high road. I know he over there suffering. I know he's suffering. The doctor already told him to lay off the fats, lay off all of those calories, and saying he over there in the bathroom, locked up in the White House, you know, munching away. So I'm gonna give a dude grace. I'm not going to, you know, dance on his grave. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take the high road. But that's a cold-blooded message that he sent, though. That's a cold-blooded message. But I had to read the message as is. It's the way that he sent it. I had to read it, you know, to maintain the authenticity. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting some signs over here. Okay. Wait a minute, fam. I'm getting. I got another message from Trump. I just got this message from Trump. Hold on. Let me see what he's saying over here. I'm gonna read this message. This is crazy. Let me put it up on. Take a picture, put it on the screen. This is whoa, man. Hold on. To the lazy parade dodging Americans. What the hell? Say, fam, Trump mad for real. He just sent me another message. To the lazy parade dodging Americans. You had one job. One job. Come to the parade, clap for your favorite president, me, wave a little flag, maybe cry a little patriotic tear. But no, you stayed home watching Netflix documentaries made by the Obamas. Sad. You stayed home and watched, oh, you stayed home and watched the No King's Day protest. Well, guess what? The president who did show up, they're winners now. The people who showed up are winners now. First in line when I open Trump land, an amusement park for the real Americans. Next time, be there. Or be Biden. What the hell? The Donald. He signed it to Donald. Yeah, oh, hold on. He got another one right here. The fake numbers flex. He titled it the fake numbers flex. I want to say, this is from Trump. I want it directly to me. He sent me this. I just want to say, even without the people who didn't show up, this was the most attended parade in American history, maybe world history, possibly intergalactic history. Scientists are all still checking. People came from all over. Nebraska, New Jersey, even North Korea invited, uninvited, but still. And to the folks who claim they didn't come because they had to work or it was a weekday, excuses, 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 weak attendance, 80 billion, give or take. 80 billion. We ain't got 80 billion people in the world. Donald, I think he crashing out, fam. He crashing out. But if you do it again, I might just throw the next one in Russia. They know how to show respect. Just kidding. Unless I'm not. Damn, this dude is tripping. So he got like three or four different messages here. It looked like he started on one and then he got rid of that one. Then he started on another one. He couldn't make up his mind which one that he wanted. And he accidentally sent all of them. Hey, I noticed some of you weren't at my parade. And guess what? I remember faces. I have a brain like a steel maggot trap. So when you're lined up asking for selfies at Mar-a-Lago, I'll be like, weren't you the guy who skipped my parade to the Whole Foods? Sad. You could have had a parade confetti in your hair. Nah, now, just dandruff and regret. You could have had parade confetti in your hair. Now, just dandruff and regret. Yeah, this stuff right here, man, it's heavy right here. Family, why this man do himself like that? Like, man, what you need a parade for, bro? Like, that dude is really want to be a dictator, but America keep bucking. He getting away with a lot, but America keep bucking. America just ain't gonna respect that king treatment. They're just not gonna respect it. This is a hell of a way to wake up on Father's Day. This is not right, man. It's insane. Dave Chappelle. It's insane. It's insane. Family, they say they spent somewhere around $45 million, between 25 to $45 million. Somebody said it was 100 and something million. In any event, any of that type of money is a lot of it's a lot to spend on a parade for a country that's drowning in debt, for a country, for a president who says that he was going to drain the swamp and get rid of all of this excessive governmental spending. So you save so you save 45 million to spend 45 million. I guess it's all about spending the money on what he really wants to spend the money on. That's what's really important, right? Got a new member to the channel, Candy Slim. Y'all show Candy Slim some love, fam. The newest member to the Willie D Live channel. Stacey A. Harris says they spent $145 million. Yeah. Saint Germain, what up? Flip the script. Yeah, yeah, fam, and they damage the roads and everything. It is absolutely amazing how they can find money when they want to find money. We got streets all throughout America that need repairs, but they say they can't get to it because they ain't got no money. But here they are, they go and tear up some perfectly good streets just for a damn parade. And then they're going to go back and pave those streets because those streets lead to the White House. Interesting how that happens. They always got money for what they want the money for. When they want that money to do something, they just come up with the money out of nowhere. Yeah, Trump, he been wanting for years to bear down Constitution Avenue on Saturday with tanks, troops, and 21 gun salutes. Hold on. Tanks and troops, 21 gun salutes. Uh-uh. Whole bunch of minions and military boots. Hold on, minions and combat boots. Oh yeah, I could do something with that. I might have to make a note of that. Brainwashed minions in combat boots. Say they had 6,000 soldiers out there, 128 army tanks. It is absolutely, like, to me, amazing how weak Americans are, allowing a dude to be, who is a 5-time draft dodger, to stand before brave men and women who are serving in the military and command them. Like in other countries, most of these other countries that are like, well, at least the Eastern country, the Middle Eastern countries, and like in Africa, the leader has to have been in the army. The leader had to serve in the army or the military. That's how you get the respect of the military. You prove that you are one of them. You lead by example. But Trump is a 5-time draft dodger, and they're standing. All of these soldiers are standing before him, allowing him to give them commands. That is weak to me. That's weak. He couldn't have no respect in some of these other countries. They wouldn't respect him. Okay, hold on, man. How you gonna give us some commands? How you gonna lead us and you ain't and you dodged the draft 5 times? How you gonna lead us? You ain't never fought in the army. You ain't never joined. You ain't never served at all. You ain't did nothing. You ain't even delivered a meal to a troop. How are we gonna follow you? They over there standing before him doing this. I got too much integrity to do it, fam. I just couldn't do it. If I was in the army, which I wouldn't be, but if I was, I would quit right there before I do that to him. A guy that didn't serve, I would quit. Yeah, do what you got to do. I'm quitting. I quit. And another thing, for a guy that talks so tough, ain't never been in the Army, ain't never been in the Navy, the Marines, the Air Force, for a guy that always talking about violence, talking about doing something to somebody who ain't never done anything to anybody personally, who ain't got no record of personally putting hands on somebody. He talk really tough. But he'll put your family in harm's way. He'll put you in harm's way. If you're just not joining, fam, I'm gonna read this letter that Trump sent me one more time. Yeah, he sent me a letter this morning. Sent it directly to me, told me to read it to y'all. So I'm gonna send you, so I'm gonna read this letter to y'all. He told me, look, man, I was gonna send it to CNN, but I don't trust them. He said, I know that me and you, haven't seen eye to eye in the past, but I trust you because you're a man of your word. And I know that you're not going to try to take my words out of context and you're going to read every single thing I said. So he sent it to me, and I'm going to go ahead and read it to y'all. Okay? This is the letter that Trump sent me to read to y'all. This is what he said. Hold on. Let me get it. To the millions of Americans who didn't attend my parade, I'm gonna try to read it in his voice so it can translate better, right? Wow, sad, just sad. I threw the most tremendous parade in American history, maybe world history, and you missed it. Big mistake. Huge. People are saying it was better than Disney, better than Macy's, even better that time that I walked down the escalator and changed history. We had everything: flags, fireworks, elephants, probably, and a marching band that only plays winning songs. The weather was perfect because it respects me. Some say it was 78 degrees, others say 1776 degrees. Patriotic. To those who didn't show up, don't worry, we noticed. The Secret Service had a list. You're on it. Kidding, but not really. Luckily, the crowd was still massive. Some experts are calling it the biggest parade nobody saw. I call it invisible greatness. The media, totally blackout. Classic fake news move. If CNN had covered it, their ratings might have gone up for once. For once. Next time, show up. Wear your best red hat. Bring a folding chair, or don't, and continue living in your sad, paradeless world. To all of the subscribers of Willie D Live who didn't show up, shame on you. Shame on you. Just shame. Sincerely, Donald J. Trump. Parade King, forever president in spirit, 6'3", 255 pounds of love. Yeah. That's the way he ended it. Yeah. Woo. Woo, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Crazy. I ain't like the fact that he was, trying to clown y'all and stuff, man. But I had to read it like he wrote it. I had to read it like he wrote it. Um, Taylor T, what up? Donald Trump be clocking those crowd sizes like promoters. Now, anybody that ever promoted, y'all know what I'm talking about. I've been a promoter. You be looking, boy, that crowd don't be what you want it to be, man. You be looking at like, what the hell? Where are the people, man? Where are they? I got everything. Got everything they wanted. Where are they? Maybe it was the weather. No, it's clear. It didn't rain. Maybe it was an accident. No, it's 5 different ways to get here. what's, what's up, Vicky Slaughter? Diane Osley, what's up? Oh, boy. Glaze your face. What's up? Gerald Jarvis. Trevor the therapist say, just a bunch of liberal women and beta males did not go. No loss there. So Trevor, I guess by just because you call somebody else a beta male don't automatically make us assume that you're an alpha. Now, I'm not saying you're not an alpha, but I'm just saying some dudes be talking that beta male talk and they be the main beta males. This is like a deflection mechanism they use. But it might not be a loss for you, but it's a big loss. Wait a minute. It's a huge loss. It's a huge loss for Trump. Huge. He liked them crowds. He likes those crowds. All right, fam. All right, that's it. I guess that's it. If Trump send me another message today, I'll make sure I read it to y'all. Yeah, I'll make sure I read it to y'all. Let me just check something right quick before I go. I'm gonna read a prayer to y'all, fam. I think we should pray before we go. Let's pray. Let's do something. We ain't never done this before. Let's pray. We're gonna pray for the president. All right, y'all with me? Let's let me put a pic up of the president because he needs us right now, fam. He needs our support right now. Right now, he needs our support. So let me put a pic up of him. This is important. We're going to say a prayer. If there's somebody around you, family member, a child or something nearby, grab their hand, fam, and bow your heads, please. We're going to say this prayer for Donald Trump. This is and the name of the prayer is a totally patriotic prayer for Donald Trump. Okay, here we go. Dear Almighty, creator of all things, big, beautiful, and bold, we come before you today with golden hearts and red hats, lifting up your servant, Donald John Trump. You gave him many gifts, confidence, charisma, and the ability to never read a teleprompter as written. We thank you for blessing him with unmatched self-belief, unmatched hair resilience, and unmatched use of superlatives. Lord, guide him as he continues his sacred mission to build walls, break norms, and confuse everyone on Twitter or Truth Social or wherever he's posting now. Grant him wisdom, not necessarily traditional wisdom, but the kind that gets booked on every news segment. Bless his steady diet of Coke, well done steak, and whatever gives him that boundless late night energy. Surround him with loyal supporters, strong Wi Fi, and a golf court that never breaks down. Give him peace in the storm, ratings in the valleys, and a good lawyer in the courtroom. And should he decide to ever run again, let his rallies have strong attendance and even stronger merch sales. In the name of all founding fathers and fast food combos, we say, Amen, Amen, Amen. No more talk.